All right, so we keep on talking about the need for the men and women to understand each other, why we are different, and why we need to understand each other. There are so many reasons why we need to understand each other. I want to give you some concrete differences between men and women today. Some of them you might know, some of them you might not know, but we still need to learn these things. So I want to give you some concrete differences between men and women. Between men and women. There are going to be concrete points, and if you need to write, that might help you, or you just need to remember them, or you might want to watch this video again. Number one, we spoke about that yesterday, that men take decisions by thinking. Men think mainly. Men take decisions by what they think. They might feel something, but just for the sake of understanding, I normally say men don't have feelings. They do have feelings, but their feelings are far buried in them. And for them to begin to feel something, they either have to feel it, have to crave for it, or allow it to happen. Or they might even be feeling something but don't even understand what they are feeling. Unlike the women are people of feelings. Women actually base their decisions on their feelings. So that's a major difference. And I told you the reason. God needs the man to go to war. You remember the diagram? The straight line, this is the man. Okay, I think I would need help here. Okay, no. So this is the man here, right? So why is it that man doesn't experience all the feelings? You see the tiny line between the feelings and the emotions and the mind and the heart and the body of the man, only tiny line. So anything that is happening is not overwhelming him. So whenever he wants to take a decision, it goes to his mind and can allow that decision or that topic to be in his mind and think about it and come forward with a decision without the influence coming from his emotions, his feelings, and his other things. But for the woman, you see, she is more emotional. Anything that happens to her, she's experiencing it everywhere. Everywhere. Everything is going through. This is the woman here. So anything that she hears, anything that she touches, anything that she sees, anything that for her to take a decision is coming from all her body. It's coming from all her emotions, all her feelings. She's not just hearing you, she's feeling everything. She's not just thinking, she's feeling what she's thinking. And if women are attentive enough, you would have discovered, if you women are attentive enough, you would have discovered that it's like men don't have feelings. It's like men don't feel what you feel. And a lot of women, a lot of wives have become so troubled and frustrated and even angered by the fact that men don't seem to feel what they are feeling. And many women get annoyed. Many women get irritated by the fact that men cannot seem to understand what they're saying. And a lot of times, men also get frustrated because men is always waiting for the woman to make the point. Make your point clear. What is your point? What are you trying to say? But for the woman, she doesn't always want to make the point. She wants to make you feel what she's feeling. She wants to make you feel what she's feeling. She doesn't want to make points, or she doesn't want to win points. She wants you to hear her. To hear her, not her words, but to hear her emotions. So the woman also could be frustrated with the man. And the man too could be frustrated with the woman. And thinking, what did she say? You are saying all these things. And then the woman also could blame the man also could blame the lady and say, you are finding problem where there is no problem. There is no problem here now. So why are you making all this up? Why are you always... That is because she's feeling it everywhere. She's experiencing all the things that is happening. And so she's trying to let you know the magnitude of what she's feeling. And we are not feeling anything, so we want to hear what is happening. Just tell me. Why are you crying? Tell me what is happening. But woman cannot always tell you what is happening. And let me show you again why woman cannot always tell you what is happening. You see, this is the woman here. So something is happening to her, and it's happening to her, all of her body, all of her mind, all of her soul. So everything is messed up here. Everything is mashed up inside her. So, and you are asking her as a man, tell me what is happening. How can she get it out? Sometimes it's difficult for the woman to be able to get out what is happening to her and be able to put it in distinctive words, one by one, point by point, and be able to explain to you exactly what is happening. She might not always be able to do that, especially when the whole thing is going through her emotions and her feelings. So she needs to be able to relax first and be able to think it through and be able to, to think of how to say it in words. So what a woman is experiencing is not always in words, but what a man is experiencing is in words. He can put everything he's experiencing into words because he's operating only by the man is operating only through his mind. Everything goes through the mind of the man. But for the woman, everything goes through the mind, soul, spirit, everything at the same time, emotions, feelings, everything. So she might not be able to separate what she's feeling with what she wants to say. She knows what she's feeling, but she will not be able to put it in words. So it might be difficult for her to put into words exactly what she's feeling. But she knows exactly what she's feeling. She knows exactly what is happening to her, but she will not be able to explain that to you. Because she is experiencing it. She is not just thinking it, she is experiencing it. So before she could be able to explain it to the man, she needs to process it. And men, that's why I'm saying this, men, please learn to get frustrated with the ladies less. Have more patience with the ladies. And that's why the Bible says that we should live with a woman with understanding. You have to, put less pressure on her and give her more time to process what she's experiencing, and give her more time to understand herself, and give her more time to be able to, to be able to tell you what is happening to her. But the man can easily think and easily separate what is going on in her mind. What's going on in her mind. Okay. Next point that I want to tell you. So I think you got that. The number one point is that the woman speaks what she's experiencing. She comes to conclusion through what she's feeling. She feels. She's living by what she's feeling. She's communicating by what she's feeling. Her life and our whole world is about what her feelings are, what she's feeling. She's feeling the world. Why men are not feeling the world at all? That must be a different... Women don't even have an idea who men are. Now, let me talk about men also. Let me talk about how women see men. Sometimes women also think that men are callous. What is callous? Callousness or being callous if callous is when somebody is doing something and doesn't have feelings for the other person. You are doing something against me and you don't even have feelings. It's when you are doing something and you don't have feelings for the other person. You are callous when, let's say, you are beating somebody or you are hurting somebody and you are not even feeling it. You don't even have sympathy, empathy for the other person. That is being callous. So women are thinking, most women think men are just callous. What do they mean by callous? Sometimes they don't use the word callous. They say men are wicked. And what they mean by wicked is callous. And what they don't mean that you are wicked, like you really want to, but that you don't feel them. You are not feeling them. You are indifferent to them. And that's what women think. Women sincerely think that men are indifferent to them. And that men are wicked, men are callous, and men are just heartless. And if you've been around women for long, you will discover that women sincerely think that men are heartless. And what they mean by heartless is that men are callous. Now, the reason why it seems to you ladies that men are callous is simple. It's because men don't feel what you are feeling. And sometimes ladies are wondering, can't you see yourself? Why should I have to tell you? Can't you see the thing? Can't you see that? Can't you feel what is happening? And a lot of times, women are expecting the men to respond to some situations. And the men are not responding. Many times, the women are waiting for the man to say something, to react to something, to express his feelings about what is going on, or to empathize with her, or to sympathize with her, or to show some empathy about what is going on. And the man just keeps on living his life. Now you can understand the woman. And the woman is thinking, this man is totally heartless. He doesn't have heart at all. This man is just... Or some women come to the conclusion, he doesn't love me. He doesn't love me. In fact, some women even come to the conclusion that they have married their enemies. That he hates me. This man hates me. And it's not because he hates you. The only difference is that the man is not feeling what you are feeling. The man is not experiencing those things you are experiencing. If you don't help him to see, and even when you are saying it and you are thinking that he is experiencing the same thing, he is feeling it, he's not feeling it, he's only hearing. And he has to intentionally make himself to sympathize. He has to intentionally make himself to show empathy. He has to intentionally make himself to sympathize and show pity and and act. He has to really call for the feelings for him to feel what you are talking about. Let me tell you, women, how it feels like. Ladies, now, you listen to me, ladies. If somebody comes to you, you are a woman, right? Even though you are able to feel, right? If somebody comes to you as a woman and tells you, I have cancer. So another woman is telling you she has cancer, or a man is telling you he has cancer. Even though you are feeling compassion for him or for her, and you are trying to experience what he's feeling, but do you know, even as a woman, you can never really fully understand what cancer means until, God forbid, you yourself have it. You can never fully experience it. Even though you want to sympathize with the person who is having the cancer, but you don't feel it. You don't feel what that person is feeling. So, in fact, as a matter of fact, let me tell you this woman, if you are having a headache, you are feeling your headache or toothache, you are feeling your toothache or headache more intensely than you are feeling the cancer of your neighbor. You don't feel the cancer of your friend and of your neighbor quite as strong as you feel your own headache. You don't feel the cancer of your friend, of your relative, as much as you feel the headache or the toothache that you are experiencing. Why? Because, you are the one having the headache or the toothache, or you have not carried the cancer on yourself, so you cannot feel it. Now, that is just the way you women cannot feel the cancer of your friend. You cannot feel what he's feeling. That is how men don't feel you ladies. We don't have it. We don't have it. We don't feel it. We don't feel it. We hear you. We hear the word. Just like you hear the word of your friend that he has cancer, and you try to feel it, but you are not feeling it. You know he has cancer. It's true. It's just information to you. It's the same thing. Everything you tell a man, everything that is going on in the life of a man is more information. He can try to feel it if you want. He can try his best to feel, but he doesn't really experience the feelings that you women are experiencing. And that is very good that you will, try to understand the men. It's not that they are they are not sensitive. It's not that they are. Maybe it's true that they are not sensitive, but they are less sensitive. It's just like the biggest explanation is to say men don't have feelings. We don't have. It's clearer that way. To just say men don't have feelings and they don't live by feelings. And the reason they don't live by feelings is because they are needed to stabilize the society. God needs them to bring stability into the world. If the men begin to shake and panic and respond like the woman, the whole world will go awry. The whole world will go a mess. I mean, nobody will be able to take decisions. Everybody will be crying and weeping when anything happens. So that is why God made the men to be different, and because they have to be the head of the family, and they need to take decisions most of the time, and that is why God made them like that, so that they don't live by feelings, but they live by taking the logical decisions. So they live by logics, they don't live by feelings. I hope that is clear. All right, next point I want to point out today, next difference between men and women that I think that we should all know today. Okay, Nkem is saying, is this all men or most men? This is all men. The only difference is if a man has developed himself. The only reason, I'm telling you of natural tendencies for all the men. All of them are made like this. Unless there are only few exceptions. The only exception is if a man has discovered this truth and has developed empathy in himself, but still he will not feel like a woman feels. No matter how much he has developed himself, he will never be able to feel what a woman feels. That's number one. Number two exception is if a man was brought up by women, and women, and the only thing he has been able to see all his life is women's reaction. So even though he's reacting like a woman, but he cannot feel 100% the way a woman is feeling anyway. He can react like that. He can try to feel it, but it's not built in him. He's separated. He's built separated. It's all separated in his organ. He cannot feel 100% what a woman is feeling. He can know it's in his head, but he cannot feel it in his body. Just like the women too, like European women are taught to be more independent. Our American women sometimes to be more feminine, and the women want to be strong and feminine. What every man can do, every woman can do better. So women are also trying to, to be strong. Right now, they put women in the military. They go and, do put them in the military. But even though, no matter, you ask men and women who are in the military together, they will tell you that no matter how much training a woman has in military to make her hard and to make her tough and to make her not to have feelings, sometimes the feelings will just break. Sometimes the emotions will just come because it is built in her. There is no training, no amount of training that could make a woman to be just like a man. She still has her inbuilt nature of a woman anyway. Yes, she might be better than ordinary women, other women, if she's trained like that. From primary school and from kindergarten, men and women are put in the same class. And all their lives, women are being told they must not behave like that. In the classroom, in the primary school, in the secondary school, in the university, women are always being corrected. They must behave, they must do this, all society is men-oriented. Women are not accommodated. Their emotions are not accommodated. If a woman begins to cry in a public place or in the classroom, if they can even beat them sometimes and just tell them to shut down. But that doesn't change their nature anyway. She still remains a woman. She might try to hold herself together. She might try to control it, but she still remains a woman at the end of the day. So even though all these tendencies might reduce for her, but it doesn't mean that they disappear or she becomes like a man. She still remains a woman. Ladapo is saying, can you name a woman general in the army? Yes, in Nigeria army, both husband and wife are generals. I have it in my blog. There is a picture. You can go to Google and ask the couple, men and women who are generals in the Nigerian army. You will see their picture. Yes, they are. Of course, they are there. So men live not feeling. Men don't live by feelings. Men don't have feelings. Like I said, men only have three basic feelings: the feeling of pride or ego, pride, mainly pride. Then the feeling of hunger and the feeling of sex. Basically, those are the things you could summarize all the feelings a man has. All the other feelings, he doesn't even bother about them. He doesn't even bother about it. He doesn't even know they exist. Okay, for example, let me show you. I don't know if you can see this or not. Please take a look at this. This is what happens when a woman meets another woman or meets somebody else. See how many feelings that is going through them, how many thoughts and feelings that is going on in their minds. Women are automatically feeling these things and examining each other. This is how women live on a daily basis. Thousands of thoughts, thousands of feelings going on in them. And this is not their enemy. They are not enemies. So they just met in the road. They just say hello, hello. These are just friends who met. Oh, this is how men live how women live their lives on a daily basis. But let me tell you how the men live their lives. See, John James. John is only seeing James. No matter, you see how they look horrible. One is in slippers, one is having stomach, one is so thin. They are not even paying attention. Ah, hello, boy. Hello, hi. Hello. He might see it, but he doesn't pay attention. He doesn't feel anything. He's just seeing that is John, and that one is saying that is James. No problem. So men are not in complication. They are not complicated. You see? That is the difference. Men are not feeling anything. He sees that, of course, he's seeing him that he's slim, and that one is seeing him that is old, but they're not feeling anything. But the woman, even though they look all right, but they are feeling everything they are saying with so many questions in their minds. That's the difference for you between men and women. That is the difference for you right there. So through life, so every day on daily basis, that is what is happening to women. Women are full of feelings like that, complicated. And that is why God said we should treat them like a weaker vessel. We should treat them with respect, with honor. We should, guard them. We should protect them. We should provide stability for them. We should provide security for them. Provide comfort for them, because they are going through a lot of things at the same time. Next point that I think I should mention today is women sit back. Women in life in general, this is their nature. It could be different. A woman could be taught to behave differently, but under normal circumstances, a woman sits back and accepts a man's proposal. So women are supposed to sit back, and they sit back and expect a man to come and open them up. Women normally just respond to men's attempts. Women respond to men's efforts. Women normally just respond to the approach of men. So that is why the reason is because, like I said, I normally use this as my example. This box here. Women are inside. All their emotions are inside. Somebody needs to trigger something. Now, so women are created to respond to men's advances. And what that means is that women are built to respond. Women respond to life. Why men initiate life. Men are supposed to be the initiator in life. Men are supposed to be initiator in everything. Why women respond. What does that mean? For example, I know there are situations whereby women are the ones who approach the men, but it is not normal. And even when women approach the men, the reason why women do that is normally because she has seen that man do something. Either she has seen that man, either that man had Either that man had unknowingly triggered something in her without himself knowing, or that man has innocently shown some acts of kindness and love to the woman, or the woman has observed the man that he is doing some things that open her up. Women are not always the initiators. And even when it seems that she is the initiator and that she has initiated, it is because she has seen something. She is only responding. Women are built to respond. Women respond to men's advances. So men initiate everything. Men initiate relationship and women respond. Men are the seed carriers. Men carry the seed and sow the seed, and the women are the ground upon which the seed is sown. So men go to approach a woman and sow the seed of words into her. That is why women fall in love by what they hear. But men are the seed sowers. So men are supposed to sow the seed of words in her heart, in her ears, and then she responds to what she hears. Whereby, that is on one hand, women are the ground, the fertile ground that respond to the words that are being sown by the man. So that means that men are the initiator and women just respond to those to the approaches of men, to the advances of men. Secondly, another second proof that women are they only respond is that a man carries the seed of word. You heard that already. Secondly, a man carries the seed of sperms, the seed of life. A man carries the seed of life as well. So men, the reason why men's sexual organ is protruding is because it carries the seed, and is the one that is carrying the seed, and God has built a man in such a way that the seed wants to come out. So that's why men are aggressive, especially sexually, because it needs to plant the seed somewhere. So man is the seed carrier, and he needs to plant the seed in a woman. So what happens is a woman is the receiver. So the woman, just like she's the receiver of the words, and she responds by giving a consent, agreement to the approaches she got, so also a woman responds to the seed, to the seed of the man. The man sows the seed of life, the seed of sperms in the woman, and the woman responds in pregnancy. The woman responds by bringing forth the fruit. So life itself is about the man being the initiator. Initiating not just the act of sex, but initiating the deliverance of the seed, the planting of the seed. So the man sows the seed, and the body of the woman is built in such a way that her body will respond automatically. Our body, our whole system is like the soil, it's like the ground, like the soil, like the fertile soil. The fertile soil responds. Okay, somebody is asking here, so if a woman is cheating, it was initiated by a man? Definitely, yes. Don't you know that women are not, I've been saying this every day, women are not promiscuous by nature. Women naturally don't want to cheat. For a woman to go ahead and be sleeping about, and it is always caused by two reasons. Number one, because there is no man in the life of that woman that is covering her, that is giving her protection, that is giving her love, that is giving her affection, that is giving her companionship. It's because she is not being covered, or she is not being taken care of adequately. That is why a woman will think of going to cheat. Women don't naturally think about sex. Women don't naturally want to go and be looking for men to go and sleep with. Women don't always think about going to sleep about. Women are not promiscuous. It is the culture and the stereotype of the society that is making us to think that all women are prostitutes. Believe me, I am an expert in studying the nature of men and women. And women are not prostitutes by nature. For a woman to even become a prostitute or to even sleep, even with her own husband, without love and without affection and without, all the things that she needs to receive, if she's sleeping, even with her own husband, she's feeling bad in the process. Even if she's sleeping with her own husband without the affection and the love, she's crying, she's weeping, she's sad. It's like she's being raped, even with her own husband. So now talk less of a woman sleeping around with any woman without love, with any man without love. It's not natural for her. So you are now telling me, but they are always cheating now. They are always cheating about, sleeping about, and they are prostitutes. Listen, for a woman to become a prostitute and to be sleeping around, number one, two things needs to happen. Number one, it means that she doesn't have a man in her life that is being like a father to her, that is protecting and that is giving her real affection and love. That's number one. Number two reason why a woman will go ahead and be sleeping about is that there must be a man out there who is able or who was able to pay attention to her. There must be that man that is sleeping with her must have been able to offer something that has been able to open her up. Like I said, look at the way even men are built sexually, sexual organ. Look at the sexual organ of the woman. This sexual organ of the woman is closed. And she's closed. And that is how our nature is. Our sexual organ, the way it is built, it is a pointer to how our nature is. A woman is closed inside. So even for you to discover and to get to a sexual organ, you must make her to open her legs, or you must force her legs to open. Which means that, for her to do it intentionally, it means you have offered her something. You have convinced her. So for a man to be saying that is that a woman is just going about to sleep about, it's not natural for her. So somebody is saying, so if a woman is sleeping about, is it the man that started it? Yes. Most women don't approach men to sleep about. Normally, 99% of the situation, it is the men that will first of all approach the woman. If the men don't ask the woman out, it is not almost impossible for the woman to be saying, I want to sleep with you. Even in marriage, some women even still find it difficult to tell their husband that they want to make love now, or they want to make love, or they want to have sex. Even in the marriage where she is legally supposed to be there, where she is supposed to have the right to her husband's body, yet it's not easy for her to go and be asking the man to sleep with her. So because she's closed. So what is the second factor to make a woman to sleep about? You must give, she's inside. Everything is inside. So for a woman to now agree to leave her own husband, it means somebody has not done what he's supposed to do. Somebody has not protected that woman. Somebody has not. But even if she is not feeling the protection, that is still not enough a reason for a woman to go about and sleep. For her to go about and sleep, there must be the second factor. And the second factor is this. There must be a man that comes around and pays attention to her. Yeah, and for me to get what is inside this thing, I must really stop, pay attention, go inside, and entice, and really make some efforts. You see, I'm going inside to find this thing. So that is how. There must be a man that is there, that will pay attention to her, that will, show at least some care to her, pay her some attention, and show some act of kindness and romance and love, that's when she only opens up and is able to allow somebody to come into her. So let's forget about that, all that lies that people tell. Let's forget about this stigma that the women have been carrying all their lives. The woman has been carrying the stigma that all women are prostitutes. In fact, as a matter of fact, there was a time one day I saw in the internet that one Nigerian woman, an actress, I don't know the name of the actress now, but a Nigerian actress went on television or to the press, and she made this statement that all women, including me, all women are prostitutes. All women are prostitutes. Only some are pretending, some are not pretending. That we are all prostitutes. Either we are official prostitutes in hotels, or we are prostitutes by sleeping about and having boyfriend and girlfriend and all that. So even women have bought into that lie. Even women now are saying yes. That they are prostitutes. Can you believe it? That the women now themselves are saying that they are prostitutes. It's not true. Their nature denies that. Oh, wait a minute. Bukola Shegun Fatumo is saying here that join me to celebrate my husband, Dr. Shegun Fatumo. Today, it turns another year today. Wow. That is the most constant, the most, what do you call it? What is the word I'm looking for? Is the most, is the number one, is the most, Sheikh Fatima, we celebrate you today. We celebrate you. It's the most punctual. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. It's the most punctual person on our platform. Dr. Shegun Fatima, celebration. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, that's it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Dr. Shegun Fatima Bukola, we are happy for you. We are celebrating you. We are rejoicing with you guys. You guys are just, Shegun Fatima has made everybody on this platform to fall in love with him. Everybody on this platform know who Shegun Fatima is. And you are celebrated. You are highly celebrated and honored. Congratulations. That your dreams will come to pass. That you will accomplish everything that you have set out before yourself to accomplish. That you will go beyond even your expectation. That God will surprise you, and that God will take you to places that you can never even ever dream about. So we celebrate you. We're happy for you, and we congratulate you. Congratulations, bro. Yeah. So I don't know if the point I'm making is clear, that men are the aggressors sexually. Women are not the aggressors sexually. It's not natural for the woman to be the sexually aggressive. Even, let me tell you something about women. Even when you see a woman who is exposing herself, the woman who could be provocative. Even when a woman is sexually provocative, right? Even when a woman is wearing short skirts and exposing her breast, or even when she's walking about almost naked in the street, she's doing that just to get attention. She wants to get the attention of a man. Yes, that is true. But that doesn't mean that she wants to go and sleep with a man immediately. And she's not even thinking about sleeping with that man. She's thinking about getting that man to pay attention to her, because such ladies are normally attention deficient. That means that she wants to get, a woman needs acceptance. A woman needs recognition. A woman needs to be from childhood. That is why every girl must have a man in her life, or a father in her life. The father is supposed to let that girl's child understand that she's important, that she's beautiful, that she's accepted. So a woman naturally needs that demand, that attention, that care, that recognition. That is when she is still a child. From childhood, every girl baby needs a man that will accept her, that will hug her, that will love her, that will give her protection and acceptance, that will give her security and stability to her emotions. But when she doesn't have that from a child, as a child, when there is no man that is there for her to protect her, to love her, to take care of her, to give her the assurance and the security that she's protected, that she's loved and she's received. A girl, and that girl doesn't know God, and she doesn't, and God has not provided that for her. If God has not been, if nobody has been able to do that for her, she will live, even if she's a Christian, or she needs the grace of God not to be looking for attention. If she will be looking, she's still looking for affirmation. She's not looking for sex, but she's looking for a man that will pay attention to her and will, accept her. And she just wants to know that she's accepted, that she's honored, that she is appreciated. That's what women need. They just need to know that they are appreciated, they are accepted, and that they are loved. She needs to feel that covering. She needs to feel that acceptance. She needs to feel that that security, that protection. That it is the act of the acceptance that is making. So she's looking for that attention. She's exposing herself in hope that maybe somebody will pay attention to me. So she's exposing her breast like this. Look at me. Look at me. Will you pay attention? Am I beautiful? Am I beautiful? Am I okay? He wants to get that affirmation. Look at me. Am I all right? Am I accepted? Am I accepted? Accept me. Will you hug me? Will you take me? Will you just love on me? Will you say I'm accepted? Once she's accepted, she closes up again. She knows that she's accepted. She's okay. She doesn't have the need for it anymore. So if she's undressing like this, she's not saying go and sleep with me. But the men, unfortunately, are taking that to mean, she wants to sleep, or she's promiscuous. It's not about promiscuity. It's about, do you affirm me? Do you receive me? Am I okay? Can you hug me? Can you fondle me? Can you fondle my head, or touch me, or sympathize? Apathy. Can I feel your apathy? Am I protected? Am I secure? That's why she's doing all that. So she's exposing herself to say, am I okay? Am I okay? Am I beautiful? Am I accepted? Do I desire to be accepted by you? So she's not asking for sex. She's asking for father. She's asking for a father. So now the thing that happens to the woman is that she's then looking for one man to give her that affirmation. She's not looking for every man, she's just looking for one man. Before she has a husband, she's expecting any man to do that for her. If she doesn't have a father. If she has a father, she's accepting that and receiving that from her father. But if she is single and the father is not there, and there is no father or no man in her life, she's then expecting, she's looking forward to a man that will be giving her all that affirmation. And it is for that affirmation that she's going to marry. It is for that security and protection that she's going to marry. So that's why a woman is going to marry more, not for sex, but more for that attention, for that covering, for that protection, and for that security. So when she now gets one man, she doesn't want to any other man again. Just for you to know, women are not promiscuous. When she gets one man that tells her that he's going to give her that attention, that security, that protection, and that, that security that she needs, she just hangs on to that man. That is why when a woman falls in love, when a woman accepts a man, it's a difficult thing to let him go. She doesn't want to let him go again. She needs just one man to meet all her needs. She just wants to hold on to that man like this. It is not normal for her to be shopping for men after she's already got one. She just needs one man only. But when she gets a husband that is not giving her that is rather, not paying attention to her, not giving her security, not giving her protection, not giving her attention, not giving her stability, it's like she's totally exposed. It's like she's totally naked. So she doesn't know what to do. It's like her life is out of balance. It's like she's saying, I have come here with the promise that I will be protected, I will be secured, I will be glad, I will be happy, I will be, taken care of. But it's like she's been stripped naked and left in the street. That is what will make a woman then to want to consider finding somebody else who will be able to provide that for her. Because she has exposed herself by giving you an agreement to marry you, by agreeing to follow you, by agreeing to be your wife. To her, it's like undressing herself. It's like exposing herself. So she has exposed herself. She has opened her nakedness to you. And here you go as a man and you don't even pay attention to her nakedness. Of course, she's desperate. She first of all will do everything possible, beat on herself, cry, weep, shout, do everything to get your attention back, to make sure that you come back and cover her and protect her and give her the protection and the love she deserves. But if she doesn't get it, she is so desperate that anybody who will come, even though she is so desperate, she will not go and be looking for by herself another man. She will just be crying in that same disappointed position and that same, naked position and exposed position. She will just be crying and weeping. She will not even look for a man until another man pays attention to her and comes to her and gives her that protection. That is the only time she begins to respond to the other woman. Even if the man comes, she doesn't begin to respond immediately to the other man. She will still be hoping that her own man that she had exposed herself to will come back. She is still hoping that that man that she had exposed, because in her mind, she only exposed herself to that her husband, to her man. And even though another man is coming to support her, she is still expecting and hoping that her man will come back. Because once a woman opens up to a man, that is the only man she has entertained in her heart. And that is the only man she wants to have. So women are not promiscuous by nature. It's a mistake to think that women are promiscuous. It's been a wonderful time. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless. Bye.